Hi everybody, Michael Tro here from All the Best Solutions. I just wanted to bring you a quick video today after having a chance finally to review a great new addition to the Zoho CRM suite, and that's the ability to import notes. Previously, it's been extremely difficult or time consuming at the very least to import your notes successfully. When you're migrating your data from another system or Excel, legacy, whatever it may be, or just looking to import a file from your users that are historically doing it through Excel and you're importing the data, you've always had to use the migrate data option in the back end, and that involves having ID numbers and codes for your records, matching everything up so that the note successfully attached to the lead, contact, or whatever it may be. Now that's not the case. They've actually enabled it to be done through the front end, through the import function, where you could import leads, accounts, contacts, and other records. And it's extremely simple. To give you an example, we just for a client had a file that we were looking to import as part of a migration plan, and the file looks a little bit like this. Yeah, there was a lot more columns, but ultimately it had the name of the lead, it had the email address, and it had all of their notes. When we were looking at this, we did feel that there was going to be a lot of headache, and that we would have to do it through the migrate function, and that we would have to give all the records a fake ID number so that we could match everything up. And we were also worried because we saw that the notes were in columns like this, and there were, up to 5 note columns. Typically, you would have to have a note on each row, and then you would have the name or the email address of the record that you're attaching it to, the ID, and everything else. So this format looked like it was going to be a big headache, and there was going to have to be quite a hefty data manipulation project to get it put in. What we ended up testing was the new import function. So if you're not familiar with how to import data, there is a lot of information about this online. It can be very tricky, and it can cause a lot of headaches as part of your migration, and it's definitely something you want to address up front before doing any major data work or setting up Zoho CRM for the first time. But the migrate data option is always there, and it still definitely has a place. However, you can now sort of bypass a few things and save yourself a lot of time. So in this particular example, what we did first was import all the leads, and then that using the same file, we were able to import the notes. All you have to do is give yourself the option to come here and import the data this way. So if we had this, for example, some test data, what you can do, because you don't have an ID, you can say, look, we just need to import the file and match the notes to the leads by email. The leads are already in there because you've imported those previously. Then it's going to ask you to map all the data. So this is going to take a couple of times because of the way the file is formatted, and we've got the notes in those columns, and that we haven't got them in rows. So what we would do is just import the notes column 1 first, make sure we've got the fields all mapped up correctly. So we would say email, and then we would say notes column 1, we would import it, and then it would say success, and then you would repeat the process for notes column 2, notes column 3, and etc. Extremely simple, and it will save you a lot of time. We managed to import hundreds of records in about 10 minutes doing it this way and getting all the note history. So I just wanted to bring that to you because it is a big time saver, and not a lot of people know it, especially if you're not importing data regularly. You wouldn't have noticed it, but again, it's just here under the import option, and you can do that for any record in the system, whether it's accounts or contacts or anything else. So there's a big win for people looking to do imports to set up Zoho for the first time, or indeed for people looking to do it as a one-off. Again, I'm Michael Tro, and we're from All the Best Solutions. If you have any questions about this video, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, hit subscribe, and we'll be bringing you more videos shortly. Thanks very much indeed. Bye for now.